All right, welcome back to Football with Ikram. And today we have just the usual guest, Nabil. And today we just have, trivia slash controversial topics to talk about and things we see going into like the Premier League and Manchester United's fixtures, the new manager, Rashford, and the usual predictions or delusions. And I think a lot of things has happened this international break. So it's just to do a bit of a recap. And the one that I think trended the most was uh, people talking about Rashford going to an NBA match during the international break,
Yeah.
during his break, his own holiday. So a lot of people were saying that's wrong. He should have been on the training ground preparing for like the new manager. I have my own, takes, but, but what do you think about that?
I think people are just being silly because at
Mm.
the end of the day, he's a human being. He has to live his life. If they play football, they train. I'm not sure how many times a week, but they spend most of their time on the training pitch and in
Mhm.
recovery and playing actual games. So, like, him going to watch an NBA game just when he's free, when he's on like leave, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't see anything wrong with it. And he wasn't even the only one. There were like I think Casemiro went to Disneyland, Ramsdale and somebody
Mm.
were at an NFL game or something as well. Like
Yeah.
they were
No,
free,
I
and
think
the only
Casemiro was
people
in the same game. There was Salah that went to Disneyland, and then there were some other like Premier League players as well that went
you
to like
see
different NBA games. So it's like it just brings there was just this unnecessary hate like around him going, and in my head it's like what people don't understand is that this is their daily jobs, and just put yourself in that position
exactly.
that if you are doing your work, would you want to work 365 days a year doing nothing and saying, oh, because you are earning so much money, you should be going to work all the time? That doesn't make any sense. They are human, they are not robots.
No, it
Okay,
really
as
doesn't.
much as some of us pay a lot of money to watch them, whether physically or whether through subscriptions and the likes, these people still need to live their life. There's still like the mental aspect of being a footballer that they need to be
Yeah,
strong
they're
like
human beings at
emotionally.
the end of the day.
Yeah, so they need to go out, have fun as well. So it made absolutely no sense. And what makes it more painful is it comes from United fans. It doesn't come from rival fans. It comes from United fans. I just hate him. And I really don't
Yeah,
get the Rashford hate. This is somebody that came from the academy that even though he's not consistent on maybe like throughout the whole season or something, but he's still the one that tops the numbers for us, and he has been consistent with that for how many seasons that he has been playing for us. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Like his numbers are already getting to legendary status compared to the names that he's surrounded with, like the likes of Beckham and the likes of Cantona. He and Bruno are up there. I say as I just snuck in Bruno. We're not talking about him, but like you get my point. Is that it was
yeah,
just so unnecessary, and I'm glad that we agree on that as well. That's something that is like really
yeah.
good. And
No,
what
it's really unfair because the thing is they don't do it to other people, but why him all the time? Like before, I could maybe agree, or yeah, maybe he should have been putting in more effort. But like at some point, when you see somebody like it's getting too much,
is getting way too
that's
much.
where what it will start affecting him mentally, and then it will affect performances.
It will
So
affect
they
his
should just let
performance.
him relax.
So, and when he
They should just let
posted
him
that he
relax.
was he was at the gym training, they were like, PR merchant. So
That's the painful thing.
you can
You
never
can't win.
satisfy anyone. You
You
can never
can't win.
satisfy anyone, which is the only thing that I will call out Garnacho for. But you should know that Garnacho is very young, so he doesn't really know how to deal with these things. It's like Rashford doesn't really care. He has gotten to that age where he knows that
So yeah, we have to live his life.
there will always be a hate, as this comes with the job. So he does what he wants to do, and he resumes the next day. So it's just these younger ones just need to be able to grow that
Yeah.
ability to ignore and that character to just take the positives, and the only criticisms that they should be taken in should be from like the manager and their coaches and no one else. Because
Precisely.
if anyone else knows better, they should be doing his job for him. Maybe
Exactly.
that's just
Exactly.
the straightforward aspect of it. So the next one that I think we should talk about is the Ronaldo and Earth clash. Now that Earth has been sacked, Ten
Yeah.
Hag has been sacked by United. Is there a who was right and who was wrong case in this scenario? Obviously, you already know my answer, but I'll let you answer
No,
first.
I already know your answer. You don't even have to talk. In fact, don't
What,
talk.
what, what do you mean?
So, for me, I don't think there were any winners because I feel like we lost in the sense of they were
We
both
as
right to
fans.
some extent, while they were both wrong to some extent. Ronaldo is usually super professional,
Mhm.
became extremely unprofessional in the sense of going to make that whole the Piers Morgan interview and everything. I was disappointed, to be honest.
Mhm.
Yes, what he said, like some of the things there, they were true, but like he could have gone about it in a much better way. But at the same time, when I started to hear things that happened within the club, like them not letting him enter the senior, like the first team dressing room and all of that, I don't know how true it is, but if that actually happened, then you could understand from his point of view as well. So I feel
Yeah,
like
that's like
they
disrespect
both
to somebody
lost
of his
to
caliber,
me,
yeah.
and United suffered for it because we didn't have a goal scorer
Mm.
because his
But
contract got cancelled and then he
yeah,
had to
if you
go
look at it from
to
the aspect of yeah, that was the stone cold nature of a manager that we've been asking for a very long
yeah
time. Someone that would not um allow the higher ups to influence like his decisions. Like he stood on it to
yeah
say, okay, look, if you're not performing like this, we are trying to do a rebuild here. We're not going to use sentiments to say who is going to play. It is by who is performing. There are a lot of people that would say, oh, he won us games and he was very clinical in terms of scoring and things, but it's not enough in the grand scheme of things, which is why even towards the end, we could see that the end of Ten Hag's time at United is that we could see that we're playing really well for maybe like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then the remaining um 60 minutes we don't play anything at all. You get it's not enough. You need to be able to maintain that thing, which is something that Ronaldo didn't have. And to say that we are starting a new generation and something, and he couldn't maintain that level of intensity, that level of press that Ten Hag really needed at the time. It was fair enough to say, okay, let somebody else who could run, who had more legs to come in. And I'm not. Did Ed coach Cavani and Ronaldo?
sorry.
Ed, Ten Hag, did he coach Ronaldo and Cavani? Because I remember one particular match.
Cavani
Where
left before he came.
Cavani left before he came. Okay, so
Yeah.
it was probably like during Ragnick's time or Ole, one of the two. So it was that there was one pass that someone played to like Ronaldo, but like, it was a Champions League game, and then
I remember
the
it.
ball, yeah, the ball just went, and then he already like gave up. Say he's not going to chase the ball, and then you see Cavani coming from the box 18, chasing the ball down, and he won the ball back like down at the corner. You get so it's like these are probably the sort of players that Ten Hag would have liked to see that he needed that, intensity. But two things can be correct, is what I would say. He was right about um not not doing like favoritism in terms of like starting Ronaldo because of who Ronaldo is. Rather, he focused on who is performing. But that can also be contradictory because he did play Anthony an unhealthy amount of times, I would say. But you could just say it's because,
Rashford as well.
yeah, Rashford as well. And you could say it's because one, who he is used to, because he wanted Anthony. And he's like, okay, this is my player. I would always play him because I know his output will always be good. He was wrong in that aspect. Rashford, I think it's more of a United thing. I think for some reason there's just something in his contract that coaches are not allowed to bench,
No, you know
Rashford.
some
I don't
players
know.
have
It's probably
percentage of games in their contract that they have to play a certain percentage or a
Yeah,
season.
exactly. So that's a possibility you
Yeah.
get, or else it's
But you
going to
see,
cost like the
there's
club.
one thing about the Ronaldo one that I noticed, yeah, and is that from the start, why I gave Ronaldo some credit was that, to me, from like how I saw it,
Hmm.
he did not want Ronaldo at all. It didn't matter if he could press or not. Because if you notice, like if you can remember well, yeah, Ronaldo wasn't really playing. Like he started Ronaldo Europa League games. Like that's when Ronaldo like started playing most of his games that season, I believe. If you can remember. Yeah.
I'm not.
So
I'm not.
like
I
I feel
think.
like
I think he started playing him initially, and then Ronaldo got injured, and it was
no,
the period. It was the period of easing. No, wait. Ronaldo was with his
Ronaldo
family
wasn't at
When
preseason
Earth
because
joined.
his
Yes,
daughter passed.
his daughter passed away. Yes,
That's why he was away.
that's okay. So that's why he didn't start with him, and that when he came back, he didn't just want to say, okay, because you're Ronaldo, I'll just replace you with someone else that has been working like really hard or something. Said who was our striker at the time? Was it Martial?
I think Marcel was injured like
He
almost
was
all
injured. So
through.
who was Ronaldo?
Rashi was the top nine that season.
So who was Sancho, Anthony? Okay, yeah. So it was probably Rashford. Was probably Rashford.
Yeah.
So probably that's why. It's two things can be right in the sense that if you are not performing in games, you deserve to bench. A lot of people, non-United fans that are Ronaldo fans, would say it is Ronaldo. It is Ronaldo. Like you are not just supposed to bench Ronaldo no matter what. And my response is, would you
No,
want
I
him in
believe
your would you want him in your team? And they're always dodging from that question, and they won't actually answer because they can actually see. But it's because it's Ronaldo, and it's not my problem. Why will you people be insulting my goats? As much as I
yeah, you
like
see the
Messi,
thing.
if Messi is being like a disco in his game, like don't play. Don't play. It's one of the reasons why that time when we had like links with Neymar, I didn't want Neymar because he's probably not going to he's going to miss most of the games. He always has that injury in February for some reason
Not even
every
in
single
February.
time.
Now it's even permanent.
Now
Like
it's
he's
now it's
always
now
injured
it's
now.
it's
It's
way
worse.
worse. But that
Much
time it was
worse.
like almost every February that I was getting injured.
Yeah, I remember. There's anytime it's close to his sister's birthday.
Sister's birthday or something. That's just the conspiracies, but yeah, you get that was one of the
Yeah.
reasons that I want somebody that would play, that would want to play. You get so that's it. So it's like two things can be correct. F can be wrong. Ronaldo also can be wrong. Or you were going to
Yeah, they
say
both should play.
pick
They were
one.
very mature about the whole thing.
If they say pick one, I'll go for F because right from Ole, I didn't want Ronaldo to join United. Like it was
Yeah, I
just
did.
sad. It was just sad. Let me tell you, it was just sad that it was either United or City. That's where the fuck up was. Is that a lot of people didn't just want him to play for the rivals and things like that, all that. There was more shout of him going to City, and then all of a sudden it was like United, and it was as if like
He would have cooked for the rivals.
he would have because that Ronaldo in that team would have just been almost perfect, just feeding him the ball. You get, but at that time, what we needed was somebody to protect the defense. We needed a solid, experienced DM. We needed a
Who did we
destroyer.
sign?
Eh?
Oh yeah, we got him Casemiro now.
It wasn't Ole that got Casemiro.
It wasn't really, it was Ten Hag.
It was Ten Hag. So I'm talking about Ole. Like Ronaldo joined with
Oh,
Ole.
okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, that was why I didn't want him. I was like, it is a good buy, but it's not the right buy.
But you see the
And
thing,
I and I said it
who
then.
Ole wanted,
Mhm,
you're listening, yeah?
mhm.
Who Ole wanted was Rice. And now you're seeing Rice as a DM. He's not
See, the thing is,
performing.
see, you can't use that as a full judgment
But me, I'm
because
just
teams
messing
are
with you. Me,
different.
I like Rice.
Yeah,
I would have
yeah. So
taken
so it's
Rice.
like you teams are different. Rice might have come here and then it would have changed astronomically, or we would have done worse. But at least we could tell that this is what we should get next and is what we should prioritize. Obviously, with Ronaldo and his wages, they'll probably like shift the balance of the wage structure and then the transfer fees, like the structure as well. I don't know how they do it, but they'll probably have to make do for how much that they'll pay Ronaldo for how much we can actually spend in the market. So I think that was what was wrong. And it was just funny that I said this at that time and only came out like this year in an interview to say the same thing. And it was like, yeah, I wanted Ronaldo, but I just didn't think that that was the right thing at that time. That's not what we should have gotten in terms of priority. No one will see. I won't see my
And I
team
think
doing very
most
well
most
being
United
structured.
fans agree with that now.
Hmm?
I think most United fans agree that a DM was what we needed.
Yeah, they were just see. That's why I always say
But
that
nostalgia
maybe
is
maybe
just
it's,
what gets
yeah,
you.
nostalgia. Maybe it's a good thing that I didn't watch like United since like the 90s. You get so is that I watch United from like as much as I enjoy it from the emotional aspect of it, because I'm not so filled with that nostalgia of always winning, winning, winning. Is that I can actually look at the team like objectively and rationally to say, okay, what would be like the best decision? A lot of people, you see, we've had this conversation about like the whole number seven thing. Now I learned that okay, there's a number seven room or cabinet and something. So now it gives a bit more context to why that number is, you know, in a sense, worshipped a lot in United. Is that they have a
Yeah,
number seven.
it's an iconic number for United.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
an
number. It's
iconic
something that they
number.
could retire
But
one day.
a lot of people were taking it too seriously and trying to make it about the player's ability. Like it doesn't that should not be what it is. That should not be. If that's the case, to retire the number because there won't be anyone that will be able to replicate what these number sevens have
No, I
done in
don't think
recent.
it
Because
was
it's a
about
different,
replicating.
it's a different kind of football. It's a different kind of football that
Hmm?
they played then.
No,
Football
you
now
see
is
the
about who
thing.
can run the most.
The thing
It's
with
not
the
about who
number
is the most
seven one.
talented.
The thing with number seven one. I don't think it was about replicating performances. It's just that who they gave it to. It was just it came as a shock basically.
Mm,
Because personally, I wouldn't lie. I would have preferred if they gave it to Garnacho than. Firstly, neither of them deserve to have it. If it's my like I'm to pick,
mm.
but I would have preferred Garnacho to have it just because of that. I don't know, just the vibe, the
But
energy it
Ganacho,
gives.
was bought, wasn't he? Ganacho was
Yeah, for the
bought.
academy.
Yeah, he
No,
was
I'm not
bought
talking
for the
about buying
academy.
a player.
So,
Ronaldo was bought as well. Cantona was bought as well. Now, all I'm
mhm.
trying to say is, like, I just feel like he has more of that number seven vibe
Yeah, because
than
it's a
Mount
bit
does.
more
Even though I
direct.
love Mount,
Yeah.
Mount is like I was hoping he was just going to become our new Beckham, but unfortunately, he has been on hospital bed for the past year. I still
Uh,
hope he's going
it's
to
going
come
to,
and do it because
yeah, it's going to
I
come back.
still I still believe in that guy.
I
How
honestly
old is he?
believe it's going to
Isn't he
be
like 26,
26.
27 as
Yeah,
well?
26.
Exactly.
I
So
believe it's
there's
going to
time.
be a Bruno Mount midfield for a start. I honestly
That
believe
would be
that's
very, very good to be honest.
I believe that's where it's going to be.
But my own is they
And
need
thinking about
Hoyland to be on form.
Rashford then, I don't see why Rashford
Exactly.
can't play up front. Rashford has played up
Do you
front
know
since.
what I was thinking? I was even thinking it. I was going to mention it. In this system, if Hoyland isn't doing well, I don't see how Zex is going to do well because I watched Gyökeres. Like I've
Mhm,
watched quite a bit of him since the Amorim news came out,
mhm,
and I don't think Zex can do what he does. Hoyland can't do it. Rashford has done it in the past.
mhm.
So I was saying like if Amorim watches him in training and sees absolutely no reason he can't play down the middle. And
And
then he and
it's
Bruno
a
already have an
touch
incredible
thing.
connection.
It's not a target man playing long ball kind of thing.
No,
So
it's
it's
balls in behind most of
playing
the time.
behind the defender. So
Yeah,
that's something
and if you
that Rashford
notice,
can do.
if
I'm
you
just remembering that Lindelof's pass to Rashford against Sheffield.
which one
Uh
he did it against Sociedad that
no,
same week.
Lindelof's
No, I
assist.
know. I remember that one you're talking about. I'm saying Lindelof did it against Sociedad that same season too.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Nah.
It's
Rashford,
crazy.
Rashford can cook there. He can cook there.
To me, at this point, looking at him and his current skill set, and then I
Mm.
saw a video like an hour ago. I think down the middle is where his future lies, to be honest. Because he doesn't have that winger, that thing that he had before. It's no longer there. I don't know
But
if you
it
get what
is
I'm trying to
there,
say.
but not as much. It is
Yes,
there, but
yes,
not as
it's
much.
not as much. It's not enough for him to
I
be
think
that
it's because
explosive
he's
winger
being
that we still need.
to team like he's being defended by like two or three people. So he
Yeah,
doesn't have as much
and
space as he used to have.
exactly. And I mentioned it. You adapt.
Mm.
So I feel now since he no longer has that
Well,
explosiveness and that it's still there. Obviously, we've
it,
seen him run,
then
but he
it's
should
left to the
adapt.
manager to make that decision.
Yeah, what?
It's left to the manager to make that decision to help him to adapt. He won't go to the manager and say, "I want to play up front." It's the manager
No, no, no. That's
that will
all.
say,
I get that.
"Mhm,
Like what I'm trying to say is, it's up to him himself to adapt his football. If two of them are
true."
always on me, how do I get past two of them? Is it an
Right.
intricate 1-2?
Mm.
Is it maybe me going into the half spaces? You understand now?
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
just for him to just think, calm down, and just the talent is clearly there. The time is there. He's 27.
Yeah.
He has enough
Yeah.
time and
He
everything.
has the time.
Yeah.
So I think the next thing we'll talk about is the potential signings and
Oh,
who we think should leave and who we think should stay for this new Amorim's era. But let's just look at the January transfer window. Do you think there's anyone that would be able to get to improve the team or to aid the team? Or let's start with where do you think the what do you think the priority position should be?
so I see everybody like on YouTube, on Twitter, talking about the
Mm.
fullback position. I don't think the fullback positions are a problem that you need to solve in January. I feel I actually can't even look at any position and be like, we need to solve this particular position. To be honest,
Mm.
I would have said centre forward, but that's clearly not happening because
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he prefers Gyökeres, and he's not coming in January. And we can't sign somebody in January just to play 3 4 months of football yet.
it can be a loan.
Yeah, but who?
I don't know why. It's just a
Assured
football
goals.
manager. It's just a football manager knowledge. But there's this guy in Wolfsburg, Rindubaku. I don't know if
Okay.
you know that guy, but like he's I really like versatile players, yeah, and he's
Okay.
someone that can play like the right wing, like
Yeah.
the wing back, as well as fusing into that inverted fullback thing, like coming into midfield, where he can play as a DM and as a right back or a right wing back as well.
Okay.
And
You
I
feel
think
we need an extra fullback in January?
we need a fullback so that we can have more options to either play Matarawi on the left or on the right to add more competition. Because honestly, I can't trust Luke Shaw to stay fit, and
Yeah.
Malasia, I just
But you see
think
the
he would
problem.
probably need more time.
You see why I didn't think we were going to sign a fullback in January is because apparently he called up a 16-year-old academy player to train him today.
Isn't
Amorim.
that like a DM or something?
No, he's a fullback.
He is. Really? I
Yeah.
thought it was a DM or
Then
something.
there's Harry Amas.
Hmm.
Tyra Malasia is back. Mazraoui is there. Diogo Dalot is there. I just feel like there are lots of numbers. But if we're getting somebody in January, I'll prefer the boy we sold to Benfica.
Alvaro Fernandez.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think what we'll do next is to go into the team and see who you would want to like in the summer transfer window, who you would want to uh keep or sell. Okay.
Oh.
Alejandro Ganacho.
I'm not even going to answer. You know the answer.
You
Keep,
have to say it now for you say keep. Okay,
keep,
keep as
keep,
well.
keep. Yeah.
Anthony.
Keep. Funny enough.
Funny, keep as well. I don't know why. I just want to give him one more chance. Just one more chance.
Exactly. It's a new
There's a
manager.
talent.
You can never tell.
There's a talent in there.
Exactly.
Rashford,
Keep.
keep. Xerxes,
Keep.
Ahmad,
Keep as well.
yeah, keep. Casemiro,
You said January window, right?
no, 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 no. Summer,
Keep.
okay. Mason Mount,
Keep. We're going to keep all these players.
keep. All right, Malasia.
Ah. Sell.
I wish we had a loan option, but yeah, sell
Yeah.
and get someone better.
I like
Fortunately.
Frimpong a lot.
Hmm. Ericsson.
His contract is expiring, so sell.
Yeah, his contract. So should we renew or
Don't
sell?
renew.
Don't renew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maguire.
Sell. It's time to go. He's been good, but we need something fresh.
I think I'll keep Maguire. I'll keep
I think
Maguire
we need a
for
new centre
for
back.
one. Yeah, good centre back option. Um, Dalo.
Keep
Sell. I'll say sell for probably
okay.
like good enough money and get someone better.
We'll sell him for about 20-25. Get Frimpong for 45. Wouldn't be bad
Yeah, sell.
business.
Lindelof.
Sell.
Sell as well.
Same reason as Maguire. Like we just need new centre backs. Like we're stockpiling people from eras that we don't want to remember.
Look Shaw.
Sell. I'm
Sell.
tired.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. Sorry about your injury, but sell. Hoyland.
Keep closest
Keep.
in the Gyökeres.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I think that's everything. The rest we don't have to say because we'll definitely keep the rest. But I think we should next is for us to look at our next 10 matches and see how many points we think we're going to get from from
Okay.
the 10 games. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have Ipswich, Bodo Glimt. Don't know if I got that right. Everton,
Yes, Bodo Glimt.
Arsenal,
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest, Victoria Prison, Man City, Tottenham, Bournemouth, Wolves. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah.
How
So let's
many
start with
Premier
the
League
two.
games are in there in total? Sorry.
Not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
7. So that's 21 points Premier League, yeah?
Yeah.
For the Europa League games against Bodo Glimt and Victoria Pilsen, I think we
Mm.
should be winning those. Like
Yeah.
we should.
Winning
I
this.
believe we have enough quality to win those games. So
Mm-hmm.
4 points for Europa
But
League fixtures.
let's start with the Ipswich game.
All right.
So win,
I
lose, or draw.
I believe the players are currently in a good space, so I believe we'll win that match.
Somehow I think we're going to draw the match. Somehow.
Wouldn't be
Ipswich,
surprised.
Ipswich,
McKenna has
Ipswich,
been
Ipswich as well. Like they are just so unfortunate that they can't convert and they concede even if they do convert. So I just
Nope.
think they will give us like a tough time.
I
So I think
don't think they'll give us a tough time. I think we're
they
winning that
okay. Everton,
win.
yeah, win as well. Arsenal is in the Emirates.
They've been on poor form, so I'll give us a draw. We shouldn't lose there. And then their backups are injured and they've not been playing well. Confidence is low.
Mm.
Ye of
I think
little
we'll lose
faith,
that.
say
We'll
your
lose that
mind,
match.
say it.
Nah, we'll lose that match. We'll lose that match.
All right.
I just worry. We'll just give them.
I don't think
Nottingham
they're
Forest.
losing.
We should win that one. We should win that one easily.
It will be tough, but we
Even-
should win.
Like no, is that even if not, somehow even if not Nottingham Forest always like are always on form or they just beat Spurs or one big team the week before played so well, we just find our way around them for some reason. Like remember when they were 2-0 up and we won the game 3-2. So I don't know. For some reason we find our way
Sorry?
around them. City. What do you
You're
think we'll
winning.
play versus City? Is that the Etihad as well?
Oh, I think we will probably lose that match. That's the only game I think we might
No,
lose.
I think we'll lose the Arsenal match, but I think we'll win City.
Very possible.
I
Wouldn't be
think we'll win.
surprised.
Yeah. Tottenham. in the EFL Cup.
Win. Win. It's
Yeah, we
Spurs.
should win that. Spurs,
Like,
Spurs in.
guys, it's Spurs.
Okay, we shock you. Okay, so we
They
have
can't shock
Bournemouth
me. They
at
can't win
Trafford.
anything.
We have Bournemouth at Old Trafford.
Bournemouth, good team on form, but we're
At Old
beating them.
Trafford.
Hopefully,
Yeah. So
we
my
should be
birthday as
beating
well.
them.
So they should give me birthday.
Did you just say it's on your birthday?
Wolves. Yeah, so my birthday as well. Yeah. So I'll
Ah,
need that
that's
birthday
nice.
gift.
Don't worry, they won't disappoint.
And then the last match is Wolves United at the Molineux.
We're beating Wolves.
Yeah, it should be
Before, I used to be worried, but lately we've been we've actually been getting them at the Molyneux. So I think we win that.
okay. Fair enough.
And then there's no Pedro Neto. There's no
There's
like
there's Cunha.
yeah, but what has Kuna done this season?
What hasn't he done? He's
What
literally
has he
their
done?
best performer. He's their best performer this season. Like he has
How
been
many
winning
goals
games
has
for
he
them.
scored this season?
He has been winning games and drawing games for them.
How many goals has he scored this season?
Hold on. So he has played 11 games for them and he has scored 5 goals and 2 assists.
Yeah, that's good.
Like he doesn't even need to score or assist. Like, I've been watching some Wolves games
No,
and
I
he's
know what his
a
game is
very
like.
influential player for them. And I'm saying João Neves level influential. Like if he is not in the team, you would tell, you'll be able to tell that he isn't in the team. So
I've
he
seen
top for them.
yeah, I've seen his play. I know what he's like, but I believe if we stay compact in midfield, he won't have a good day.
Well, seven
You
goal
can clip
involvement
it.
in 11
You
is not
can you
bad.
can clip it if you want. I'm telling you now, he's not doing a
No
good
problem.
that day.
Okay. Ah, God of mercy. Very easy games. All right. So match week 12, we have Leicester Chelsea starting the game week.
Chelsea win 2-1.
Chelsea will win the game 3-0. 3-0. We have Arsenal, Nottingham Forest.
2-2 draw.
Arsenal to win 2-1. We have Aston Villa, Crystal Palace.
It's a tough one. I see
Is
goals.
it?
Villa to win 3-1.
I think Crystal Palace to win this 2-1. Crystal Palace to win 2-1.
Okay.
Bournemouth, Brighton.
That's a tough one. Brighton to win 2-1.
I'll say 1-1. No. 2-2 draw. A 2-2 draw for that. Everton, Brentford. It's a
Everton
good same
Brentford.
park.
A good decent park. A 2-2 draw.
Brentford to win 3-1. Brentford to win. No, 2-1. Brentford to win 2-1.
Okay.
Fulham, Wolves.
Fulham Wolves 1-1.
Yeah. Fulham, Wolves. I'd say. Hmm. Fulham to win 2-1. Fulham
Okay.
to win 2-1. Next match is City Spurs.
City to win 3-0.
City to win 3-1. City to win 3-1. Next match is Southampton Liverpool.
Southampton Liverpool. That's a good one. Liverpool to win 4-0.
Liverpool to win 2-0. Yeah, Liverpool to win 2-0. Then Ipswich United.
United win 2-0.
I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw.
I don't see us conceding two, but okay.
Okay, that's a fair point. You don't say it's considering to go. I think for some reason it will just not be a good day at the back, but I think it will be a 2-2 draw. And then Newcastle West Ham.
Okay.
Not a tough match that like you think it would be.
No, I'm thinking Newcastle will just find a way
Uh,
to rugged it out and just win
yeah,
this thing
yeah,
2-1.
exactly,
2-1
exactly.
Newcastle.
I'll give Newcastle to win 2-0. 2-0.
Because I watched the
Okay.
game against Forest the other day and they found a
Yeah,
way. They found a way.
yeah, they can find their way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that with that we'll call an end to this episode. And if you are listening through Spotify, don't forget to share and leave your comments or your thoughts uh, in the thread. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and also leave your comments and tell us what you know about or your takes on the Rashford situation, what you think United would do during the Amorim's era, and also what you think the game week score lines would be. And we will see you on the next episode. Goodbye.